bada boom.
Yeah, and then the red thing shows up, and I hit the play, and then, whee, we're off.
All right. We're off to the races.
If I ever get out of this house alive, gonna set the whole goddamn place on fire. Forget about the past, the future won't last. Pretend that these stones were not meant to be thrown. If I ever get wise without putting in time, never have the fear of being alive. Forget about the past, the future won't last. Pretend that these stones were not meant to be thrown. If I ever get out of this house alive, gonna set the whole goddamn place on fire.
We Caribou made it back.
Oh, all right, hold on. I hit a bad button.
Oh, the bad button. Don't hit the bad button.
Hit the good button, dude. Hit the good
Yeah.
button. Stay away
Am
from
I
the
back?
bad
Am I back?
button.
Am I back? Am I back? Oh, it's a
You're
new
back.
phone. I got a new phone, so you know how it is when you're learning anything new. It's definitely new. So forgive me. You know what isn't new? My computer.
It's definitely not. new.
If we had the ability to fire up the golden butt plug, my computer would win it. Let's put it that way. Cheers, Big Word. How you doing, brother?
Pretty good, Caribou. Yourself?
You know what? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. A little bit agitated at the computer situation. My computer's time even froze to like a minute before go time, and we were sitting there talking. I'm in the dark. If anyone that's so, my computer is frozen blank still to this right now. Anyone live chat that's watching, and I was able to talk and carry on with these guys. So it's like, okay, let's do a show. And then at like 5:59 my time, I'm sitting there and like, hey, we're getting ready to go. It sounded like Fluff was searching out the intro song. She'll allocate any second now. At this point, I'm like, I think it's been like 2 or 3 minutes, it feels like. And I look at my phone and it's saying, oh, yeah, it's not 5:59 anymore. Oh, shit. Are you guys still there?
You know it's a bad day when the fucking time freezes on the computer.
Oh,
That's not a good. That's not a good thing.
no, it's not. It's sad. No, this computer is in desperate conditions right now because it's just, it hasn't been very functional for the better part of a month.
Hasn't been very functional for the better part of a while.
Yeah, but I can usually it'll get, holy shit, Jace just hit another home run. Go Blue Jays. Usually there's signs that it's coming, right? It'll get slow and sluggish and stubborn, and you're like, okay, an update's coming within the week, and you just get prepared to deal with a week or so of frustrations.
Oh, you know what? My computer did just do a big Windows update. so it makes sense that your computer's probably about shit time.
It just did one though, like last week, I think, and it doesn't seem to get better. Right, so it's like it might be time to just pull the trigger and get another one.
Laptop? Or
Yeah, it's a laptop. We have a big tower here that I bought a few years ago, and it was brand new. I spent a lot of fucking money on this thing out of my divorce settlement, and was like, okay, we're getting into podcasting, video editing, and all that. Let's get a proper fucking desktop, 2 screens, all that shit made for what we're doing. And it worked great for about a few months, and then it would just cut out intermittently, just shut right fucking down, fire right back up, acting like nothing ever happened. And then after a while, it's like it'll do that every few minutes. And I'm like, okay, well, it's because it got to the point where we'd be doing a podcast and it would shut down 2 or 3 times in 2-hour podcast. And like, yeah, no, I can't have that. This isn't cool. And so we tried sending it in to not Acer, Asus, and they sent it back. They, as near as I could tell, they didn't even open the fucking box. Had no explanation, no nothing. You know, I just like get a hold of them, and they're just like, "Well, ship it to us." I'm like, well, we already played this fucking game. And so it's been sitting there, and I even had a young guy that knows. I don't know how computer expert he is, but to say he definitely knows a lot more than I do would be accurate. We come in, we switch the graphics cards and tried a few tricks that he knows, and nothing worked. You know, put the old graphics card back, and it's. I'd like to get it fixed. It's just, you know, because it's pretty much a brand new fucking computer. Well, not by today's fucking days, you know, a year and a half, 2 years later, whatever it's been. But you know, it will still definitely do anything I need it to do, except go on the road. But I could even do that if I really wanted to.
Right? I used to do that shit, man. Fucking big old fucking tower, monitor, just looking like a complete jackass unpacking your car. It's like, no, what do you fucking? I got video games to play, motherfuckers.
Oh, dude, I had the steering wheel and then the gas pedal and brake pedal floor get up to hook up because NASCAR 2000 was like one of the games I bought right after I got a computer. And
Yeah.
so, of course, for a game like that, I'm not playing that using the keyboard to click the damn thing. I went and dropped almost $100 on a steering wheel get up to be able to play it. Fun as hell.
Fucking hey man, to play a driving game, you have to have a steering wheel, or what's the fucking point of playing a driving game?
Yep.
Pedals just make it all the better.
I used to love Gran Turismo 2. That's my all-time favorite game.
I have a question for the fucking masses, at least the masses that remember what a fucking arcade is anyway. So when you went to the arcade, all right, and you were playing, you got in your little sit down motherfucking cruising the USA, whatever you like to play at the time, right? And you sat down and you put your cord. When you selected your car, did you put manual or did you put fucking automatic?
Manual.
Was everybody a manual? Did everybody like manual, or? I knew G-Bay'd be a manual guy. How about Caribou? You ever play any of those?
I don't even remember that far back.
Well, to give it credit, they generally never had anything realistic for manual. It was a four speed, no
you got low
clutch,
gear, you got high gear.
and usually a
the
turbo
clutch
button.
really didn't fucking mean anything.
No, and a button that made you go fast. You know what I mean? Like, just mash that nitro button and you're fucking flying.
No, it's
I
been.
was a fan of was it Tony Stewart's Off Road or Ivan Stewart or what's his name? Ivan Stewart.
Ivan Stewart. Yeah, Iron Man Ivan Stewart, man. He was.
You get a little truck, but you're driving sideways.
Yeah.
You pick up wrenches and stuff, and you hit oil spills. That's a good classics.
Yeah, he was one of those off-road dudes. Did the Baja several years. Very competitive.
Man, motherfucking Night Driver, get out of here with that. Me and the wife bought one of them old school Atari, throwback things, and we got to playing some Night Driver and realized exactly how bad that fucking game was. It's terrible.
Oh, all those old school ones are fucking rough.
Bro, we were pitfalling like a motherfucker. All right, pitfalls and shit.
Oh, no.
I expanded my screen. I don't know how to do the frogs.
You need a frog?
Can I get a frog? Oh, fuck, look at that.
Fuck, I'll get it, man. I got buttons here. We can do this shit.
Here's the frog.
Cheers, chat. I'm having a hard time paying attention to everything that gets scrolled by and these guys.
I'm trying to work the phone so I can just flip it. Oh my god. How do I get this shit off my screen?
Well, I don't know how to do any of that shit anymore.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. This trying to I go to pick the old. So I get off work yesterday, and I basically my back's sore. So I spend all and the phone was in the mail when I picked it up. Go get the mail. So okay, sweet. So I spend all the time waiting to pick her up, fucking getting this phone fired up and shit like that. Thought I had everything running. Go to jump in the car to pick her up, and it won't Android Auto to my car, or it will, but my fucking display screen's black. So now I'm like, I got music, but I can't see what the fuck's playing, which is definitely not the end of the world. But I'm like, is this how it's always gonna fucking be? Just fucking road raging before I can leave my complex on the way to go get the old lady, right? Just lose what? Maybe not entirely losing my shit, but I was ready to. It was fucking with my music, and that's motherfucker. No,
Don't do that.
It's yeah. I couldn't
if
handle
you
it.
get the car, it's brand new, and you're fucking with it for a few days trying to figure out the bells and whistles, that's one thing. When you've been driving it for more than 90 days, and all of a sudden it does dumb shit on you, you're just like, wait, how?
Yeah.
Bro, all my phone, all my car has to do is not hook up to my phone right away. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I've owned you for years now. Do not fuck with me today.
That's
That's
yeah, I'm with you. Instantaneously like that too. As soon as you're not doing it, why? Why not? You're fucking with my music here.
you are fucking with my whole day right now.
Fucking right. Fucking right. Well, speaking of music, I got tickets to go see Korn and Gojira here in 2 weeks, I think. 2.5 weeks, somewhere around there. And 2 days later, me and the missus are gonna go see Mudvayne and Static X.
Oh,
right.
How long the set is Gojira playing? Are they
I'm
I'm sure is their headliner.
I'm hoping they'll do an hour, but I'd say 45 minutes to an hour probably. And then Korn will probably come out and play about an hour and a half, I would imagine. They'll probably give Vended, which I'm pretty sure Corey Taylor and Clown from Slipknot, pretty sure both of their sons are in that band. And they're the opener, so they'll probably get a half-hour set. I don't know anything about them. I've never bothered to check them out. So I got this thing I do now where I used to check out opening bands on Spotify or whatever just to see what they're about. Now I just fucking let them hit me. Lay it on me, motherfucker. And if you're a killer band, then you'll bring it and I'll be an instant fan, right? This is your chance. And I like it. Most bands I find actually do leave a good impression. Some leave an amazing impression. And, there's others where you're just like, oh, fuck my life. Can I get this time back, please?
It's weird because I'll date myself. Back in 96 when the Eagles did their Hell Freezes Over tour, I saw them and the opening act was Sheryl Crow. I didn't know who she was. And after I saw her, I was like, God, she sucked. And then I heard her on the radio and I went, wow. What it was the sound system. They had her mic'd and the band mic'd just crappy. They just sounded bad, you know? And then I hear them the way they're supposed to sound. And I'm like, oh, all right. As the opening act, they don't get the time to do all their fine tuning all the time. And yeah, but it was funny because it's just 3 months later, I started hearing her stuff on the radio, and I'm like, hey, this is that girl that opened for the Eagles,
Yeah, what, for me, a band that I knew about years before any of y'all had ever heard of them, G-Bay might have been the first, was Nickelback. I was listening to their first album back in 1995 when they were still playing in bars and shit like that. My older brother got that from a buddy of his when they'd come through my hometown, right? I used to listen to that first CD all the time. Their second CD is it's a great album. Maybe I won't fight you over that album, but I will stand and defend the second Nickelback album. But after that, they kind of started losing me because that's where they started getting the commercial success, that How You Remind Me song, and then so on and so forth. But yeah, it was cool to kind of see them rise, and then you get your little, oh, they're not just my band anymore. Now everybody knows about them. It's
sold out.
I remember hearing Nickelback somewhere in that fucking mid 90s, early-ish, and I do remember thinking hey, this ain't that bad of a band, and then all of a sudden, right, whatever turn they took was
someone put a crosshair on them and it was over after that.
I honestly, I always, because I knew about Nickelback years before, I always thought Creed was a Nickelback ripoff band. Man, then you like talk to like Americans who knew about Creed way the fuck before will tell you the exact opposite, right? It's just kind of funny. And then you kind of, I remember watching some, can't remember what music show it was, but they kind of got into the comparisons of all these bands. I just have that similar to their voices, and it's just okay. Yeah, maybe it was just a phase in music where kind of like grunge, and new metal, and then there's a bit where everybody just kind of fucking sang like that.
Days of the New was a band at that time that was just like one really great album, and then it was kind of like, what happened here?
That wasn't the one that was. No, they weren't the ones that were all kids, was it? Like fucking the whole group. No, that
I
was
think
Silverchair.
But that's
I think
another
they're
example,
young,
though.
but yeah, then the lead singer left, and I can't remember the name that the rest of the group took, but they had another decent album. But I'll be damned if I can remember their name right now.
Fucking stoner.
Fuck big word.
Fuck.
What's the? You know what? So I got this brand new phone here. I've never taken a picture or anything, but let's see how the camera works. Camera.
You look pretty
No, you can
decent.
definitely see how fucking ugly I am.
I want to say, for as good as you can look, dude, you know, I'll qualify it with that.
Yeah, so here we go. Oh, where's this is some BAM.
There we
I
go.
gotta go. Sorry, you can't use it. I think everything's backwards when I move.
I think mine's like that as well.
Don't follow like that. But she's gonna get clipped here in about a week or so. I've actually moved her out between the tents just so I can make room for other shit.
Right, because she doesn't need that intense shit right now.
Yeah. This is one of those cat hula by Hunzas. This is a grapple cat right here. Yeah, that's funky. I don't like how that works. Yeah, so that's the grapple cat. She's gonna get cut here pretty soon too. These are at about week 9, both of those. Over here, we got Adam's granddaddy Garlic.
Big healthy girl.
And this
they're looking good, dude.
These ones are about week 4. This one smells pretty fruity. This one, not sure yet what that is. And then in here, this is the investment dog. Right there. I wanted just doing one plant, one tent. This right here is my medicine smoke. Like this is the strain. This is the one clone that finally fucking made it. If you guys remember me bitching and whining, I cut all these clones, none of them fucking worked. This was, and then very finally, after recutting it a few times, this one finally worked. Always on the wall there. Got a few new stickers from Booth Camp that got to get added up there though.
Nice.
And I think, yeah, that's about it. We got there. Sorry, unfortunately, y'all gotta fucking go back to looking at my ugly ass now.
Oh, so pretty.
Sorry about your luck. I gotta get that, whatever that Cameron version is.
It's in the setting.
So, yeah. That's I don't like that. That's confusing as fuck, especially for a pothead when you're high. Like, you already don't know what way you're fucking going. Now your camera's telling you you're going the other way. Like that's too much, man. That's
Right. I used to have it the other way so that but once I put my thing up here, I had to invert it so that my shit looks right now. And so now I'm inverted. Now I'm always fucking it up. I don't know where my goddamn camera is anymore.
yeah, it's fuckery.
It is. It's mass fuckery, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So how's the fucking word this evening? Up here, all fucking joining us. Apparently, you got a fucking good-looking garden or some shit.
I heard that.
If I can bring it up here.
Yeah, he just said, "Fucking, I'm out of here." Fuck
Fuck
you
your shit.
Dumbass. What? That's fat fingers.
So we got the fucking garden club representing. Caribou's garden's on point, and the fucking Big Words is on point. Yours is on point. Mine's just a bunch of fucking clones right now, but it will be on point.
I got to get a bunch of clones taken here real quick. Oop, hold on. Let me, if I can buy them. All right.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right. You
You
got
know
to
what
tell
I'm
us.
saying?
Big
All
word,
right.
big garden.
Yeah, these are
Hey,
4.5
Word,
feet.
Word, we have an hour and a half. All right. So just go ahead and go. You got a lot of time to fill, buddy.
The back
slow.
one back there is a cherry reel. He's a well-known one for me, and he's just chugging along great. It's one of those things where I unfortunately let it go probably a week or two longer than I should have and veg before flipping, but I've had one that was up against the lights and had to take it and snip the tip off of it, but there's a lot of them that I have bent. These ones here are Rose from Irie Genetics. That's a cross between the Lebanese Red and the Golden Goat. They're looking pretty good for
It's a mix of what in the Golden Goat? Lebanese what?
the Lebanese Red hash. The red
Oh, okay.
Lebanese hash plant.
That sounds interesting as hell.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like fucking rocket fuel.
That's kind of what I'm getting the scent of. There's some sour in there that seems to be a little lemony, but at this point, it's really, really hard to tell.
Back up. Too far into the tent.
Big word, come back.
Over
Big word,
here.
come back.
We got to work on Big Words podcasting. Can't lean that far into the tent, buddy.
We need to get him a fall rest harness.
And then only give him like a 4-foot fucking lead off of it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I got one in the center. That thing is a candy packs, is what it's called. And that's a very sweet smelling. It's a Runts cross. What do you mind? I had a cut of it and asked me if I was interested. Yeah, let's try it. And then
Yeah,
I've
you
got
filled that tent.
another cherry reel back over here, and then another rose here. They're
How
filling
far
up
into
another.
flower are we with is the whole tent at the same point in flower?
Yep, all 4.5. And this is got two cherry palomas that are in 3 gallons. The rest are in 5-gallon fabric pots. But these things are. I was surprised how stretchy the rose was. I had, like you can see, I had to bend the crap out of stuff to keep it out of the lights because that's where it was all headed for. And so there's some branches that are kind of like woven, but yeah, but I got a lot of airflow down here. So that's the canopy. You can get the air movement right up through it. This thing moves air. It's an oscillating one. So far with this thing, another 4.5 to 5 weeks. It is hard to get in there to get a good shot without leaves hitting it.
Oh, I hear that. That looks good. Like, yeah, it looks like we're about the same time frame. So,
Yeah,
like, just like passing that halfway mark.
yeah. I'm like, this is the point where they're done stretching. They might grow up a little bit, but now they get fat. And I'll be cleaning up some more of the stuff inside and picking out what little stuff is going to make. As long as it's frosty as hell, I'll leave the little ones on there because it'll make hash. But if it's not going to do anything, if it's just showing nothing, but
If anyone ever wondered what lollipop meant, that's what it means.
yeah, and bending the living heck out of your stalks too. You can see there's a few of them that are a little extreme in there.
It's a thing of beauty.
Pinch the shit out of it and bend them.
Yeah.
I've had a few failures doing it, but the other ones seem to fill in what breaks.
Yeah, well, just look at the canopy. It speaks for itself.
I've never had it come this close to the lights.
That's okay. Yeah.
This is crazy. But I'm looking forward to seeing how these new ones turn out for me. All right, let's go back to this thing. All right. So that's the state of the 4x8.
That's doing really well.
But hey, it's that help from other growers like you guys, when we have questions, we bounce like, a whole bunch of questions off each other.
Yeah, I get down in the funk sometimes and ruin everything, but then it's like, yeah, if I just listened to the people around me, I'd be doing a lot better.
It's cool to have, and that's the thing. We've all kind of grown together in what we're learning. And there's always new information coming out too. So bro science is becoming real science.
Yeah.
And half of at least more than half, it proves that a lot of our bro science is right. There's some of it that you're going, oh damn. I guess I wasted a bunch of time.
I don't know. You haven't heard some of the bullshit we fucking throw on this show. All right.
Baby bird tech is fucking real. I don't care what you say.
Hey, I helped fucking start Baby Bird Tech. Damn it, I believe in it. All right. I am a fucking
I'm not
believer.
just a client, I'm also a founder member.
That's right. That's right. I am a founding member of goddamn Baby Bird Tech. I fucking love it. Hell, I still pop my seeds with the old Baby Bird Tech. You fucking get your round of seeds, there you go, and you fucking pop them all in your mouth, then you spit them in the cup one by one, fucking bury it.
I'm not going to pretend that I've never done that and put a seed in the soil.
I plead the fifth.
Spits and chips, Jesus. Where am I sending her?
So here's one that I can thank all fucking three of you assholes, plus a bunch of you in the live chat, for. I have never been a filter tip guy in my joints, like fucking at all ever, because it takes time, and fuck that. I think is honestly the biggest thing. I is just fuck that. It's quicker just to roll a joint, right? And then as soon as you get to boot camp, you see what's going on. It's okay. I gotta be socially acceptable now. I can't just be some backwoods fucking hick from up north, because that's not acceptable apparently. And so I've been getting better at rolling. Well, I had a lot of practice. Rolling joints because, like, if I can't bring anything across the border, at least I can keep joints rolled, right? So every day I would sit down for a couple hours and I would roll until my hands would give out. When you go from being able to twist a joint fairly quick, using the pre-rolled ones that you get from Ross, there's a bag of them sitting there, and just trying to figure out the process with that, and it was getting decent at it. But we started using them since we've been fucking home. And it's funny because this is the first time I've ever seen, I'm looking at two ashtrays on the desk right now, and they all have tips in them. And it's just funny. So nice. I come home and I order, like, I don't order by my papers by the pack. I buy them by the fucking box because I smoke a lot of pot and it just makes sense. And running out sucks. So I went and bought a box of OCB tips as well. So I can thank you guys for that, because Now I don't have to deal with roaches, to be honest.
Booth Camp has bougied them up a little bit.
Yeah, I know. You know, fucking.
You've seen the fucking joy of the crutch, all right? You figured it out. It's a beautiful thing.
He went
Well,
camping in the woods of Ohio and came out bougier. How
I know.
the fuck did that happen?
It's because the motherfuckers from like nowhere fucking Canada.
And the best part is Google Maps said we were in Squirrel Town, Ohio. So that just makes that shit even funnier.
Yeah, look at my map.
Oh, it was the weather app. Sorry, not Google Maps. But yeah, there's our phones were telling us we're in Squirrel Town. I remember Ashley pointing that out at one point in time and just laughing because that's funny as shit.
I was the same way as you, dude. I was not about that fucking tip life back in the day, man. You just fucking rolled up you rolled your shit like you rolled a cigarette back, the old filters of cigarette back in the day.
Well, back in the day, the people used to put your fucking flap on your zigzag pack to make that. That used to piss me off. Like,
right?
fuck you, that's my scoop, motherfucker. Like,
I'd be that friend of yours. You'd always be fucking throwing your pack at me. Fuck.
Yeah, go give me another pack, you fucking asshole.
yeah, that sounds about right, dude. But now, so I can't be. I just I'm not gonna cut my fucking pack up. So I went with the tips. So we bought a box of them, and we'll just see how long that box takes.
I always sucked at rolling joints, so with a machine and a tip, the damn things end up looking like cigarettes, and it makes it real easy to wander around if you want to go to some. I mean, hell, New York, you can if you're where you can smoke cigarettes, you're allowed to smoke weed, but because the thing looks like a cigarette, you don't look like you're doing anything out of the ordinary with it. You know, it's one of those you just kind of and you get people that are sniffing. But you can just walk down the sidewalk smoking it, and it doesn't look like, oh, that dude's smoking a joint. It's like,
yeah.
That used to be the only time I fucking loved spliffs back in the day, man. Was you would empty out half that cigarette, reload it with fucking half weed, and I'd smoke that shit anywhere and be like, yeah, I smell that too. Where's that motherfucker at?
I look back when my grandmother used to get the tubes that had the filters on them, that she had the little gimmick. I think it was a donkey that you push the head down and the tail lifted up, and out the ass came a loaded cigarette. It filled the tubes. And it's like, I'd give anything to have that thing for your weed, but I got a feeling it would get stuck up real fast because cannabis tends to be a little stickier than tobacco.
Like,
the question on the cheering reel here. This is what, your third run with it, or fourth maybe? How long you been running cherry reel for?
Oh, let's see. Year and a half.
Okay.
I've ran it a handful of times. I think 4, 5. But yeah, it was a seed that I
pretty
found.
Good. Like, in the jar at camp, it represented well. It was good.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I did find it super interesting because I was sad that I had the trouble with the cherry reel because the first year that you brought that to camp, while I didn't ever get to try it.
Yeah, you got to smell the jar.
Yeah, I got to smell the jar. Well, the jar had almost that fucking fresh Bing cherry smell. Like they had a fucking bunch of fresh Bing cherries in a jar. It kind of had that smell. Well, this go around, I really didn't catch that out of it. Because I definitely fucking that would have popped out for sure in my head, especially smelling a big old jar of it. But I do find it was interesting that I didn't catch it because I was really fucking looking for it.
I was happy it was as good as it was for weed that's basically been in a bucket since the end of February, well, mid-March, and I've been in and out of that bucket a million times. It's one of those, well, we'll see. I mean, it still tastes and looks good, so it's just a long cure. So, some stuff actually is better.
Right? It's always such an interesting fucking when you talk about the cure game and certain weeds, because I've definitely had some longer cure fucking treats them better, and some where like you might as well just smoke that bitch fresh because that's the best it's gonna be.
Well, I know that the Purple Heart Kingfisher was saying that that stuff got him to go to sleep pretty easily. So I was pleased to hear that that had what I would deem a good effect. That was. I didn't know if you guys, well, you guys went back to Canada, so I don't know if you managed to take any of that back with you.
No, we got to smoke some before we left. It was nice. It was nice. It would have been nice to be able to try it out. For actually, you know what? Yesterday would have been a great time for some of it because I come home with a back, like back sore. It would have been great to just try it jacked out. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one that I found interesting. I enjoyed it. It was an interesting terp profile on that shit for sure. Kind of. I think Hooli almost would have fucking nailed it when he said almost a leathery old tobacco kind of. Just one of those type things along that. I found it fine. Nothing too potent, nothing too crazy. But I did find my wife found that it for her it just actually kind of gave her a bit of a headache, and we were trying to figure that one out, and we went through a couple different ones, and we came back to it, and specifically I don't know if she went back to it after that day to try it again, but the couple times at least that day she went into it, she was just like, well, damn it, my head, and just end up, kind of giving her. And I don't know if it was one of those. Some of them hit you behind the eyes, and it isn't the greatest. And so I wonder if it was one of those, or if it was just something that just didn't quite, get along with her.
See, that's one of those things when everybody talks about medical for cannabis, how one strain hit three different people three different ways. It's like you look till you find what works for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's the biggest. I've always said it was the biggest thing that I will always be super 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 appreciative of this whole fucking thing coming together for, because I found medicine that worked fantastically for me. So and before that wasn't so much a thing. Yeah, I could find stuff that gets you high, but it didn't really alleviate those aches and pains. It didn't really hit every time you smoke, but this shit does every time. It does what it's supposed to, and yeah, that's for somebody like me, that shit was just a godsend. So
Yeah. Yeah, when you find the one that works, man, that's like, all right, let's keep that thing around.
And then you lose it and you fucking kick yourself in the ass for years later. I got a couple golden goats in that. Fuck, I could just about flip them anytime. I want to let them get a little bit bigger though. And even on the stem rub, they have that golden goat smell to from the one that we had a few years ago. Because that's one of those ones that just really fucking good. There's other stuff we've liked better, but come on, man, it's the fucking goat, right? So I'm excited to play with that one again because it's just the fucking golden goat.
fucking goat.
She's a funky bitch, man. Like, she
Is
just
a funky bitch.
I like her. The growth patterns are the same, and I'm noticing the growth in it is the same as the fucking as a lot of the orange gas that I grew previous. I just like remember you're seeing the structures and remembering, right? And it's kind of interesting because orange gasm is half golden gold. So it's platinum tagged by gold. So I think and speaking of that, cool motherfucker named Big Word hooked a brother up with a few beans here. I'm gonna pop a few of these, and then I think it was She Grows the Dank. was saying when I first mentioned that you'd passed these on, she was in the live chat, and she was looking for that. So I think I'll pass a couple seeds on to her as well.
There you go.
She's rad. She's rad. She deserves it. And she's actually won some beans off us, and I've been a douchebag and not mailed them out yet. So it just remakes that,
Is she
even better.
one of those other Northerners?
Yeah, she's actually. I thought she was actually out and closer to G-Bay's neck of the woods, like Ontario, maybe Manitoba. She's actually in Calgary. And actually, she grows. If you're watching right now, I'll be in Calgary on the 28th, 29th, the Sunday, whatever the Sunday is, taking the kid to go see Corn and go Jira. So, actually, yeah, maybe I don't need to mail shit. Maybe I can just meet up and smoke a joint or two. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
And she's been a long time friend of the show, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's been around a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen her name in the chat.
Smoking grapple fritter from Lobster. Hey, Hoobie, you spoiled little bitch.
One of my happiest moments of booth camp was being able to smoke some of the grapple fritter, but with the grapple fritter hash rosin on top of it on a paper.
It's empty.
I gotta say, you were the joint master at camp. Like, some of the creative fucking joints you came up with, I was like, nice.
Well, dude, if it's
the infused
man, you
joints
got
were
when in Rome. I know, right?
yeah, right. There's no way we had any chance of running out of fucking weed. It was not going to be possible. Not a chance in fucking hell. We tried and we came vastly short. You know what I mean?
Try this.
But we had 3 fucking rosin presses going on at one point and 1 dab torch. So, we got to do something about this amazing situation.
Thank you, Fluff.
Hear that shit.
Without that torch, we could have really been bummed.
Oh yeah, y'all had some electronic devices. It was okay. It was But yeah, yes. And that was one of those. I'm glad I checked my messages before we kind of made the fucking last roll out the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just want to see something in chat or mention something in chat here. It's, who is it? Galaxy's mentioned Goth Girl. I've seen that going around before on another show. I forget. One of our friends made it. Have any of you guys
Seed Person 1 made that.
Yeah, that's it. Have any of you guys grown it or?
No.
First up hearing about it, what do we know about it? What do we know what the parentage is?
I personally don't, but I just remember it being a hot topic on another show that I was, in and out of. So a lot of times at work, I listen to these things, and I'm in and out and fucking bits and pieces. Like really where I heard it from or whatnot, right? Fucking. But yeah, if Galaxy's got, I'm sure he's got some info on his YouTube. If you haven't followed him, click on him, give him a follow. He's good shit.
World's worst grower.
Yeah. Fuck, you want to learn how to grow mints? Give me a click too.
Right? hey, ain't nowhere under my shit does it say fucking perfect garden, motherfucker. All right? Mine says I'll get you from A to B. We didn't say there are no bumps in the road.
Yeah.
I show you the works, because if I can help somebody else avoid a fuck up that I am making, that's,
I'm so far from. I'm getting there. I'm getting way better quality weed out of my grows now, but I'm still a lazy bastard, and it bites me in the ass every grow. So every grow, I get a little bit tighter.
That's what it's all about, though, right? Dial your craft in. You've been saying, man, you're used to growing outdoors your whole fucking life. Right now, you're kind of outdoors a bit.
Gotta do so much shit.
I was thinking about this today. So wait. For this whole booth camp trip, I've had the privilege of smoking weed from all over 2 different countries in the last fucking month, let's say. And one thing I can honestly say is a lot of it is pretty parallel in terms of quality. Like from what I could tell, there was not one area that was just like blew anyone out of the water. Unfortunately, I don't know if G-Bay got to try any of the shit that I brought out, but Magpie got to try some of the grapple cat that I brought out. And I feel like that would hold up with anything anybody else has up there. It seems like everybody can fucking throw down. Like there was nobody got blown out of the water. Yeah, some weed was better than others, but there was also a bunch of people that showed up with multiple strains where, it would stagger a little bit in quality, but it's all fucking good shit, man. All stuff I'd be proud to turn in, right? It made me feel happy because it's just, first of all, you don't want to be
happy and proud to smoke it with your friends.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to turn anything in I was unhappy with, myself, and I feel like everyone else feels the same way, most likely. And it was just cool to see that, like, there's a lot of talent in here. In a way, it would have been cool if we could have been like fucking. Fuck, I don't Illinois fucking rules just because I see Fluff sitting there. And they fucking brought it and they just cleared house. But at the same time, it just makes me feel good to know that I'm looking at right now 3 very fucking skilled gardeners because I've been able to finally smoke all your guys' fucking weed. Bunch of y'all in the live chat, y'all got fucking skills in the garden. And I've had the privilege and pleasure of sampling your wares. And it's fucking awesome.
Roxanne's freaking.
Okay, well, everybody but Adam got mad skills. Sorry, no, just fucking kidding, Adam. You're like one of my favorite dudes. You fucking know that.
He's our little weed wizard, that guy.
Yeah, no, his platinum truffle was phenomenal. Yeah.
Brando's boats and hoes, fucking.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
good stuff.
Killed it. Everybody
And
was
Lotus Petals. That's the thing. The name of the winner, Lotus Petals. It's like, that doesn't smell anything like a Lotus Petal, but like the name. It's easy to remember.
Good looking stuff.
Yeah, it was.
That was, yeah.
I just it was funny. Fucking everybody, G-Bay's like putting everything out and telling everybody like, this is the one right here. but like with the biggest grin on his face and the fucking small little fucking eyes as high as shit and just been like grinning. This is the one right here.
Y'all can make your own decision, but hey, at the end, it
did though. I gave it 2 of my coins because to me it stood out more than anything else. Everybody there fucking brought it. Like there is at least 30 jars of killer weed on the table, and then there's 9 jars of the topperest weed on the fucking other table. Like, how do you, it was tough. So it was like, okay, well, what sticks out more than others? That one did. And then you just kind of go through the others, like random, what's the taste like at the beginning of the joint? What's the taste like after the joint? And all these. And most of them fucking clicked all those boxes. And it's like, shit. So I gave 1 to Boats and Homes, 2 to the Lotus Petals.
And to be able to sit there and smoke it for as long as we did, you could go back and forth to try stuff. That was, you're like, okay, let me try that one again versus that. So being able to go tit for tat against each other, I really like the fact that you could do that.
I feel like when we do booth camp next year, we do similar format for judging. If we're able to do it now, I would prefer we do it in a similar format. We talked about different places like Colorado, Michigan, or something like that. If we can rent out some cabins somewhere and do a similar kind of thing there, that'd be fucking amazing. And just have the jars out there for maybe even an extra day or something like that. If possible. Just here they are. Here's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Because I like I said, I liked what G-Bay did, where he was. I feel like you kind of had the smartest approach, where you just sat there for an hour or an hour and a half, however long it was, and just sampled each one. Like, and you took your time, and it would be cool to do that. And then right as you're doing that, we're all sitting behind you just doing like wine connoisseur type shit, just tasting joints as we're passing them around. Oh yeah, to be able to do that multiple times. Wake up in the morning and you're like, maybe by the end of the first night, you've got, say there's 10 entries and you've got 5 that you like better than anything else. And there's even 3 that rule on top of that. Okay, well, first thing the next morning, I want to wake and bake with my number 1 pick and just see how the first joint in the morning hits with that. And then if there's another one, okay, maybe I want to do that morning too and just see how that one hits. Because then I always like to smoke I'll smoke my strongest shit all day long, but please don't hit me with a weak joint first thing in the morning. Like, nothing to fuck my day up more by then only getting moderately fucking stoned.
Smoking all, you're just like,
yeah, please don't do that to me. That's like, the only thing that'll fuck me up worse than that is a shitty cup of coffee in the morning. First thing, like, oh, I'd rather have none.
Don't do weed in the morning.
Yeah, it's a cruel trick to play
Mids,
also.
I can deal with mids, but yeah, I prefer something a little better.
Yeah, it's totally fucking what I enjoyed about that because I did very much the same. I was like, all right, these are my 3 favorite picks. I'm going to take the fucking one that's like kind of third on my list, and I want to try it and then go up from there. I wanted to see if the fucking top one kind of still had any staying power from, having a fucking a little bit of this other weed before it, wanted to see how each one kind of elevated a little bit, how it tasted, all of that. So that was awesome to be able to kind of wake up and be able to get to try those like you would. Just like you said, as your morning starter. The best way to judge them. I mean, I don't judge anything when I pull it down out of a tent until like I don't judge it the day I'm trimming it and fucking smoking it and shit after I've been smoking and trimming and fucking around all day. I judge it the next day.
Yeah.
So.
oh man. I was always thinking it would be really cool to get everyone the same clone, but that's kind of logistically fucked. But at least an F3 seed or 4 or 5, if that's possible, and get the whole gang to throw down on the same cultivar. That would be. I kind of want to see that, but.
I think you'd have a hard time getting everybody to agree to be able to grow the same one, though.
So I have because I'm like, this is not going to happen.
Because I feel like it would be one of those situations where I'll like Fluff will fucking rock that because he's good, and then I'll fucking completely ruin it. And you'll have other people do mids, and Big Word will kick ass, and I feel like. Whereas that when you do something like this, everybody's kind of thinking about it probably all year in advance, like moderately, right? Because it does take a long time to get these things grown out to completion. So I'm thinking you guys are probably already thinking of what you might have in your stock right now or what you're thinking about popping in the near future. Because by early new year, you should have a good idea, right?
Like, one of your own. Because people always bring multiple jars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like one of your own, whatever, but then have one that year that's the blueberry, from that pack. Like if you.
I was going to say, about the only one I would think that we know lineage-wise is the blueberry F5s that, has been worked far enough along that it's
somewhat similar, right? Yeah, it's so tough to do. But. Yeah.
You know it would be fun to have like a Breeders' Cup at Boo Fest. We got a bunch of pollen chuckers, and everybody just enters something that you've pollen chucked.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
I think that could be a lot of fun.
That's what I totally would have fucking entered this year had I, ever timed anything in my life correctly. That would have been my plan to be in there this year, but that would that would require forethought and stuff like that. So maybe next year.
I was gonna say, if you look at it now, that Booth Camp 27, something like, because that give you time to actually plan out a project. You know, hey, 2 years from now, figure out something you want to cross and see what you get out of it.
I saw Adam in the chat there a minute ago mention possible 420 in Vegas, and yeah, there's some chat about that going on in Booth Camp channel. I think it is in the Discord. That here's the me and the missus, our Christmas present to each other is probably going to be plane tickets to somewhere. Because fuck buying each other something that's just going to sit on the shelf. Is kind of our thoughts on it. Let's go do something awesome. Vegas just seems like a good place. We can get there reasonably cheap, and then start thinking. Well, we've mentioned it as a possible place for a booth camp. So that I'd prefer not to do an actual booth camp there. I'd prefer to go and hit Vegas with a bunch of my friends and just get high as shit. Go find some fun to get into. Maybe rent an Airbnb. I found a couple that seem to be pretty reasonably priced. They're Alex friendly, so Tender Paws can come along. You know,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Bro, the booth crew on fucking Fremont would be the shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. That would be a fucking time right there.
yeah. So that's the thoughts going right now. Just let's see if there's a bunch of people that are like, yeah, let's do Vegas, but like 420 doesn't quite work for us, fucking just let us know. Like, it doesn't necessarily. 420 would be the shit. That would be my preferred. Yes, let's do it that day. But if it's like, okay, it doesn't work for whatever, but 2 weeks down the road does. Okay, well, let's fucking do it then. If April 1st works for whatever, okay, let's fucking do it then. Just let's hear if you might be down, sort of thing.
But yeah, when I saw that Vegas that week is WrestleMania weekend, all those hotels and shit are going to be jacked.
Oh yeah, they're gonna skyrocket the fucking prices for everything that fucking weekend.
Yeah, because it's international. People coming in, you're going to have 20,000 people coming in from Canada and other countries out of the 60, 70,000 that they cram in there that weekend. And that's the thing, it's a 2-day event now.
Is it WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia next year?
Next year, the year after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, they have to give people enough time to figure out how the fuck they're going to have the logistics to go to Saudi
They
Arabia.
allow those kind of fucking things in Saudi Arabia? That's weird.
Dude, Saudi Arabia is all about the cheddar, right? Let's bring it.
The women wear outfits that are, cover their whole bodies. But other than that, I mean, they go over there and put on a hell of a show for the people, and the royal family loves it. So,
yeah.
Circus Maximus, keep your folks.
You either know or pretend you know some of the weirdest shit, Big Word. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah.
Right? How the fuck do you know what the goddamn fucking head is? You just loves that fucking wrestling, huh?
Wait, so WrestleMania is in Vegas during 420? Is that what you're saying?
I believe so.
Oh.
Is this a good thing or bad thing?
I'm looking like he
really wants to go to fucking Vegas now.
You're gonna have a bunch of people looking like Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man all in wandering around the streets.
I don't know Caribou's stance on wrestling, but it's like
I feel like part of me is like, yeah, it'd be cool to go and experience something like that if it was affordable. The other part of me is like, I think if you're like of my age and you're still watching and going to shit like that, you probably drool on yourself a lot. I'm torn here. It would be, but like
much. I follow it a little bit, but I don't watch it like when the events are on. It's like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, no, to be honest, not this last WrestleMania, the year previous, I've been not watching wrestling since I was about 20, or around the time I stopped watching. And I went over to a couple buddies in my hometown and watched 2 days of WrestleMania with them, and it was fucking great. I was unfamiliar with most of the wrestlers that were out there now, and it was just cool to hang out and just be a cheesy nerd with my fucking nerdy ass friends for a bit. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
WrestleMania doesn't steer me one way or the other. The prices that might surround it might be a bit scary, but I know we can fly there for very affordable at that time because I've already looked into prices on shit like that, right? So, but like I said, it doesn't have to be that week. It would be preferable if anyone wants to go to Vegas and let's get fucked up with Adam. Let us know. Like I said,
Fly into Vegas and then go to Reno.
Oh, see, I will already be somewhat near Reno. Is it month before or after? So that's why fucking Vegas trip in April won't work for me. Yeah, because it's May, beginning of May. I'm gonna be out near fucking Reno. So
yeah, that sucks. That sucks.
yeah, right. Dude, Ozarks would be fucking killer, Adam. Dude, Ozarks.
Is that where Deliverance happened?
No, man, that's like some fucking Alabama or some fucking shit like that.
Way south. Sorry.
It's over there. Yeah.
I remember at one point in time boot camp, I'm like, Southern Ohio is south as fuck to me, okay? I said something about it being south to Thunder Dan, and I don't think he was actually offended, but fuck, he was very quick to tell me that no, this is not fucking south. Don't you be calling this south? I'm like, well, let's look at a map. Like,
not even.
Well, you go 20 miles south and you cross the Ohio River, then you're in the south. Kentucky, that's not in the north.
I mean, it's in the middle. It's not in the fucking south either. It's kind of in the middle.
Well, see, I when we had to go get gas and a few groceries and shit, and so I was like, I looked for stores nearby, and one said Kentucky was nearby, but being that I don't know where Deliverance was filmed exactly, and
you were very scared of the fucking the gas station attendant, so
I was fucking right. He looked inbred as fuck. She was looking at me.
There are some spots, some very rural spots I drove through on the bike too that were very banjo.
Dude, I was on our way in there in the dark. It was only like 9 o'clock at night, but it's dark as fuck and there's no street lights out there. So it really did feel a lot like British Columbia in the dark. But at the same time, ain't never been out there before. Don't know any of you fuckers in real life, right? I'm just like, where the fuck are these guys sending me? Fucking thinking of like Hills Have Eyes and shit like that. I'm like, I ain't drinking fucking nothing if anybody's fucking stops and offers me fucking, do you need water? And no, I fucking like, yeah. But and then our we didn't enter the actual address of the street address of the place. So there's that little like barnyards, like, you know, like fucking old church and shit like that was right on the road there. It just stops there. And we're like, okay, unroll the windows thinking it's got to be like one of these houses around here, but it's like dark as shit. You don't hear anybody talking. There's no fires going or anything like that. Like, it clearly isn't fucking here. It's like, now I got to go take a piss. And I was like, gonna go pee behind the fire hall. I'm like, we're in America where everyone has fucking guns. I'm like, nope, I'll just go piss right here behind the car because I'm fucking scared to get
wandering around anymore.
Yeah, fuck that. And then we found the road right there. It was real fucking easy.
If we were a bunch of beer snobs, you'd have known, because beer drinkers aren't quiet. That's one of those things that, like, well, they might start quiet, and then as they drink, they go deaf.
Yeah, whiskey.
Right? Stoners are fucking quiet by necessity, right? Because you start hearing a car creeping up the road, because your stoner friend's trying to find you, so he's creeping, right? But
Yeah.
that creeping motherfucker sounds like a cop creeping on you. So all your stoner friends are like, shut the fuck up. Somebody creeping up the road. So then you can't hear nobody up the road because
Nope.
this is fucking crazy catch 22, isn't it?
Oh,
No shit.
it's easier to
I
find
just
up.
think it's funny. Caribou, they don't understand what it's like to be from like where everywhere you go, you have to like go south to. And in
Oh, it's
Illinois,
true.
right? Like when you grow up somewhere near the city of Chicago, basically everything happens in Chicago and everything fucking down from there is south, right?
Yeah.
So it's just kind of weird like that. And I grew up very close to the city. I went to the city a lot. So we always said, if we were doing anything that wasn't in the city, we went down fucking here, right? And so you went down everywhere, right? So everything was fucking south. I still do it. I've lived fucking way south of, on the southern part of Illinois for years now, but I still fucking tell you, I go down everywhere. They're like, no, sir. Like, yeah, I have to go north to go to St. Louis, but I always say I got to go down to St. Louis. It's one of those.
Really, I just
Yeah.
assumed you were north of St. Louis. I knew you were close, but I just assumed you were like an hour
You're
north.
actually south of there, huh?
Yeah, I'm actually south of it.
Where
Yeah, it
I'm
trips me
just-
out
I
too
got-
every time I look at it.
I got water all around me, so I can only go one direction. Then I'm lucky I'm on the very edge of the bay, so I can. If I head east, I only have to head east for maybe 20 minutes, then I can start heading north. Because the eastern shore of Georgian Bay is fairly linear, so I can go straight up there. But other than that, I can only go south, and I can only go south for so long, like hours. Then I got to skirt around. I'm always skirting around water in Ontario. If you ever look at a larger map, you're always
You have a lot of
around
lakes.
something. Oh, it's yeah. If you take a wrong turn and don't check yourself, man, you end up on the other side of a fucking lake.
I gotta say, I fucking love Google Maps. It's out of all the things about technology that I love and I hate and all that, and actually Google Maps is both those things as well. It'll get me swearing, but it'll get me fucking like,
Get you home too.
yeah, dude. It just in alternate routes and shit. Like I said, it is not perfect, but it makes life so much easier. And it's at the point where if I'm traveling over distance, even if I know exactly where I'm going and how to get there, I'll still put it on there anyways, just so I can race it.
Gotta
Because
come in at a time earlier than its original estimate from when
Yeah.
you leave. You can't.
yeah,
Although that's the thing, when you hit start or hit drive and you sit there for another 3 or 4 minutes finishing your sandwich, you don't count that 3 or 4 minutes because you ain't never going to make that up safely. You wait till you start to go and you count from there. I know one of my buddies is like, man, I never beat the time. And he hits drive and then he sits there for 10 or 15 minutes while he finishes loading up the truck. It's like, well,
I'm pretty good at that game. I'm pretty good at that game.
it's
I'm
fun. Because, like, if we're leaving Vancouver, where we've got about an hour drive to our stop where we'll usually get gas, coffee, and all that shit for the ride home, and it's fucking you'll get your original time. Gas and coffee is about 10-15 minutes, depending on how busy shit is. So you lose that time on there, and you still got to try and make up your original time. It's a fun drive.
Yeah, but who remembers, right? Yeah, I saw Rosenman's thing about the Atlas, who also like did that shit with like printed out MapQuest fucking maps, so that you
I can picture him with a globe, like fucking.
But bro, the worst is if you got your shit out of order and all of a sudden, like you were following all your steps and oh shit, wait, this ain't that turn. Where the fuck's this? You got to start scrabbling through papers. Yeah, or you fucking don't be rolling around with MapQuest papers and your window open. All right, because I have lost maybe a page or two, and my trip was a little fucked up from that point.
Yeah. When they blow off onto the floor, you pick them up and put them back in the wrong order. Yeah.
You get all fucked up, man.
Yeah. I remember
Oh.
making a few trips doing that, though, printing those out. But yeah, I was the kid that had, can you fold up the map and put it back in the glove box the way it came out?
Fuck no, I still can't.
Well, as a kid, we did one of those trips from here in upstate New York. We went through the Adirondacks, Lake Placid, where the Olympics were and shit. And then we went on out to Massachusetts, out to Cape Cod, and got to see Plymouth Rock and shit. But I learned how to navigate on that trip. I was 10 years old, and there was a portion of the trip in the Adirondacks that I was handed the map, and it was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to get us lost. And I'm following the map. Next thing I know, there's grass growing up in the middle of the road we're on. But it's the map. We come out on another road. We're good. But it was like I was scared shitless. I got us lost in the middle of the Adirondacks.
Let's listen to this, motherfucker. They have page numbers. All right, look. After I've been told I need to turn off on something that doesn't exist, I can't tell you where the fucking page number is on the 32 pages of fucking map directions that I have anymore. All right, so I'm not looking at fucking page numbers. So fuck off, 2 Cent.
Here we got a band.
Hey, I don't even know what MapQuest is, so I'm just gonna speak silence on this and just get fast forward to saying fuck off 2 cents.
It prints out your directions turn by turn. So you'll have like one sheet of paper with 15 turns on it. And then the next sheet of paper will have the next 15 turns on it. And
I couldn't do that. That would piss me off too much.
Okay, so have you ever
I would just buy a map. I would just buy a map.
Have you ever taken like your fucking map, your map app, your Google Maps, open it up, and then look at your shit and actual directions instead of on the map?
Yeah, so it pisses me off when that shit pops up every fucking time because I'm like, this is Google Maps, not Google fucking Read.
So imagine that, paper by paper, and then you have MapQuest. That's what we used to use to get around everywhere.
You're pissing me off just talking about it, so I don't think I'd be able to handle it.
Well, it really helped when you use the map to get to the city. Once you got to the city, to figure out where the fuck you were going if you're unfamiliar with it. At least the map, if you followed the directions as they were written, you'd get where you were going. Whereas you're trying to look on a map that doesn't blow up the city very well to figure out where you're going.
I've never done city maps like in a big city, so that is fair. But if we're out in the bush, I'll get you where you want to go.
Get you to the city. After that, you got to start asking people at the filling station how you get to the place. Back in the day, you could do it. Now they don't work in the same town that they live in, and they're clueless.
I have a pretty mouth, and I was scared of her. Okay.
Sure do got a pretty mouth.
See what I got to put up with still?
Squeeze.
But she saw your fucking yellow belly. You know
I was threatened by another woman, and she won't even fucking defend me.
I'm not getting lost in the bush. I'm not.
Because you got scared by that woman.
I wasn't lost though. Let's be clear. I was not fucking lost.
He wasn't lost. He was just terrified. Because he knew he was supposed to be in this area.
Well, I'm a sexy motherfucker, okay? So, and it's very hard for. See that she had no fucking teeth. See.
But we know people all for you.
They're dudes. Yeah, I don't know her. I've just seen her before. See, so that works.
Fresh meat.
I'm sorry. She looked inbred. I'm fucking sorry. I can't help that. I am not going to dominate an inbred person. I'm sorry. I'm not even willing to fucking go there.
I'm gonna dominate an inbred person.
Oh, yes?
I run from that. That scares me.
Well,
I feel like everybody's laughing at me right now.
Correct. Correct.
I knew I should have
And don't get it twisted. This is not a laugh with. This is definitely a laugh at situation.
Oh, well. See, at least if she was like a fucking bear or something like that, that wouldn't have been so intimidating.
Intimidating.
Because I've seen
Quote of the night right there.
I've
Yeah.
Go get money from it.
I've seen Deliverance, and I don't know how far south I am at this point. I thought I was south as fuck. Thunderdan corrected me later. No, I was not south at all. I was scared.
It's all relative to you. You were south.
You weren't even like in the mountains of the fucking like north.
Relative.
Like you were basically just in farm country.
Dude, that was the only place between BC to Ontario, all the way down to southern Ontario or Ohio, that had like anything that even remotely resembled a slope. Was that area? It was weird. Everything was so flat.
The rolling hills of southern
Flat
Ohio.
as fuck.
Yeah, that's the Midwest and the Plain States.
Right.
Kansas, Nebraska, all yeah.
Bro, if it ain't fucking foggy, you can see for fucking 20 miles. Ain't nothing blocking your view to do it either. Probably see farther if you got really good eyes.
I got good eyes, hearing not so much. My hearing, I'm starting to question, actually.
You might want to start putting in earplugs when you're front row at these shows if you don't already.
Well, but that decreases the joy levels.
Right?
It also increases the lifespan of your ears.
Well, but see, what he's telling you is it's already fucked, so there ain't no sense in protecting it now.
I get it.
What?
Huh?
It's fun.
What?
Exactly, G-Bay.
I laugh at that new meme that's out that's got the police song Roxanne. And it's like, why can't I hear it? It's like it's got a bunch of different videos.
He's welding aluminum.
And it's like, Roxanne!
Right!
Yeah, fucking so good.
100%. That's what motherfuckers just tell me all the time. They're like, well, fucking, you should put some earplugs in. I was like, why? I already did the damage. And they're like, well, you still got like 20 more years in the trades. Well,
Don't feel like listening to you every day either, so run along.
Yeah. Right.
That's well. Once I learn American Sign Language, it won't matter. I'll go completely deaf. Oh, I don't know. Is American Sign Language and Canadian Sign Language? We could be all fucked up.
Well, you know, this is you know how fucking wonderful it is in the States. I had this guy on the job site, and they told him he got in trouble like quite a few times, to the point where they told him they were going to like fire him off the job site because he wasn't wearing earplugs. The motherfucker was deaf, like deaf, like, you know, like he would have to take his hearing aids out to be able to put the earplugs in to fucking do this shit. And it was like, and he almost got fired for not fucking wearing earplugs at work. And he's like, guy, like, he's like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with his hearing aids, the motherfucker couldn't hear you.
The one place I worked in Florida, they walked up to the one guy that legit had hearing aids, and they made him wear the earmuffs over it. Can't wear earplugs because he's got the hearing aids, but you can put the earmuff gimmick over it. Okay. He's like, I can just take the hearing aids out and not hear a fucking thing. It's like, yeah.
My father-in-law's got like Bluetooth hearing aids and shit now.
Bro, I have heard hearing aids are like shit nowadays, and I'm almost like fucking waiting to get like, you know, synthetic ears now.
Okay, so here's the thing. If I were to get hearing aids and I go to a concert, I could turn them up louder, right?
I think so. I think that's how that works.
Because I would be pretty.
Oh man.
Right? Or if the fucking band sucks, you can tune them out and fucking tune a new band in. So like, if they got a really shitty fucking stage,
Dude.
like,
That would be the bomb, yo. 2 cents.
Right?
It's time for you to fuck off. Okay, go to bed.
Go to bed. It's getting late.
Yeah. What?
Time to turn into a frog, 2 cents.
Fuck, that you just roam around this late at night?
You know, I'd almost feel bad for talking to him the way I do. But then I realized, remember the way he talks to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm fully justified.
But yeah, dude, wouldn't it be like fucking so bitching if there was just this awesome stage show going on? You're like, but this band fucking just sucks ass. So you just pipe something fucking good
Dude.
in.
The fucking Deftones, just like 2 weeks ago. That'd be fucking amazing. Yeah, see, she just said her dad can hook up Spotify to his fucking ear thank you, hearing aids. I was trying to say earbuds, and I knew damn well that's not the word I was looking for.
Pretty close.
My fucking neighbor, she's got some, and the other day, like, apparently she didn't realize that her phone was connected to her headphones, and she was like scrolling through Instagram. Well, when she got to the ad, she just shut her phone down, but you know how sometimes the ad doesn't. So all of a sudden the phone just, something just started talking in her head, and she like freaked out because apparently she's kind of new to fucking hearing aids still. So she was a little like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily Bluetooth doesn't get bleed over as you drive by. Yeah.
Well, sometimes
like
that
the old
works.
fucking phones and shit.
I'll be rocking
CD
Discord.
radios, they drive by your house, all of a sudden your TV would start talking weird shit at you, and it's the dude on the CB as he drove by. And you're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle that.
Oh man, I used to love doing that shit as a kid. I always wanted my parents to let me get a fucking CB, and I tried to get like the one that had the farthest range possible so I could tune in to whatever fuckery I could get a hold of.
You're gonna get 2 cents going now.
Uh-oh.
Say
But
that
you're-
for private chat, man. He's gonna be all over you.
2 cents, put your clothes back on. Jeez, nobody wants that.
Somebody say fucking CB radio.
Let me tell you how to ham it up, boy.
Yeah.
I've worked with a couple of those ham operators that take that shit seriously. It's like, oh damn. And now I'm like that with weed.
I'd be like, man, I wonder if enough fucking radio frequency like that would fuck up your, like, you remember like the old school HPSs would like fuck up radio waves and shit. Like, I wonder if like some ham radio coming in, or if you were like ham radioing it up, if you could find a fucking grow real quick.
Probably, like if you were roaming around on a portable radio setup, you get in your
Yeah.
house and it's like,
Right? Be like, all right, this motherfucker's either scared of aliens or he's fucking growing weed. One of the
all
two.
your needles are like,
Yeah, they can't look for you at night because the street lights hide everything because they're all HPS. But during the daytime when there's no street lights on, oh fuckers, they got HPS frequency coming out of their house.
yeah.
Right?
You see them drive by your house with like rabbit ears sticking out the window.
Fuck, that's how they're stealing the trucks and shit nowadays. The little fob thingy. They come at you with the fucking antenna and they get to your front door, and if your keys are within range, fucking you. Thanks for your fucking Dodge Ram.
Another reason I am glad I live in a small community. Like our town fucking sucks. Don't get me wrong, but it's just mostly because it's so small and there's nothing to do, right? We don't have crazy rampant theft like you have in a lot of the bigger cities.
Yeah.
We don't have ridiculous violence like you see in a lot of the bigger cities, and it's just like, you know, like I can go smoke a joint and walk down the street and I reasonably not expect to get fucking jacked if somebody tries to start shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty street conscious. I just don't put myself in.
I'm with you, dude. I
Well, I'm from small town, right? So it's not present much. So if I go to a big city, I'm kind of vulnerable. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. And when I used to drink a lot,
when we're out with Magpie after the Who concert, we get fucking separated. Like coming out of there, I thought like I knew you guys were behind us at first when we got to the booth where Noof had to go to get his bag back. And then from talking to Magpie on the phone, it sounded like you guys were ahead of us and couldn't get across the flow to us, right? So I was like, oh, just meet us at that bridge across over there. And we get up there and there's no sign of you. And this fuck, the pedestrian traffic is flowing, right? So I'm like, they must be up there somewhere. We get to the train station and like we're like, he's fucking back there, like still pretty much at the venue. And it's like, what the fuck, man? I ain't never fucking been here before. Fucking
good luck, Caribou.
yeah, pretty much, man.
On the other side, brother.
And well, it ended up working out fucking well because, like, it was sounding like the first train we got on. I'm sitting there like, dude, fucking run, because it's not far from the venue, the train station, right? But he was like saying, I don't think I'll make it. And it's like, well, fuck, like, do we get off and wait for him or whatever? It's like, well, we can. Then it was like, oh, this is not actually the last train. There'll be another one. Like, okay, well, let's just wait for him at the fucking train. It worked out well.
I just don't know the schedules and shit, right? So it's like, whatever.
Yeah. But for sure, if you're doing shows in downtown Toronto, you can't fuck around. You got to get fucking moving right at the end of the show.
Yeah, bye.
Even System of a Down, like when they were finishing up with Sugar, like we were fucking pretty well getting ready to run down the stairs and didn't even finish for the final. But drum rolls and twanging on the guitar shit, like we were the fuck out. Like, let's get moving. But it was great. I can't wait to come back and do it again.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll be going down to Budweiser stage again, I'm sure, for something. Really there, but
I'm hoping to do a trip where I can come out and bring the kid this summer. And in my fucking perfect world, it'd be awesome to see a show there. I'd like to see one at the Rogers Stadium if it all works out and shit as well, and throw a Blue Jays game or two in there. Because it would be awesome. The Blue Jays Stadium is right by Budweiser stage.
yeah,
So if the Blue Jays had a day game, you could go straight from there to the fucking concert, in theory.
Yeah.
That's like, I think I just fucking came in my pants just thinking about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Yeah, that section of Toronto is pretty sweet because it's like, you got the CN Tower, you got the Sky Dome or whatever it's called now, Rogers Center.
well, and how old some of those buildings are. Like, there's like where the RCMP horse training stables are and stuff like that. Those are some old ass buildings down.
Yeah.
That's
Ballad vibes.
yeah. But what was funny down there is, so
And then
I'll smoke fucking weed anywhere as long as it's fucking legal, right? Like, I might not be so quite free and easy down the States where I don't know, but like up here, I'm like in BC, I'll walk down the streets, I'll stand right outside the venue. Noof and Magpie are not, they're not used to smoking weed freely walking down the street. Let's put it by that. You can tell Noof hasn't been out in a minute because we're walking by, like I said, we're the RCMP, so Royal Canadian Mounted Police. They like to mount their horses. Because it is the horse training stable for them. And right, so there's cops all over the place, and Noof is like, "You sure you want to be smart?" I'm like, am I actually breaking a law? And they're like, well, no, I think it's legal here. I'm like, well, then what are you guys worried about? And Magpie's like the nicest fucking dude, right? I told him, we're gonna damage you, kid. Like, I don't think I can, but
no.
Like we're
Yeah,
gonna,
talking to them the other day.
We're gonna cross a fucking circuit or two in this one tonight.
and then by the time we hit System of a Down, he was no fucks given. Smoke weed anywhere, so it worked.
Oh, he had these nice donuts from an Italian bakery when I went to see him the other day. Fuck, he had them last time I was there too.
I know last year when I saw Sammy Hagar up there, I walk out of the hotel and there's park benches all around the hotel on the street and stuff. And I asked the concierge, I was like, is there any place around here that is off limits? Because I don't want to cause a problem if it's just no smoking in certain areas. He's like, anywhere out there where and I'm like, the benches and all that out there, just you can hang out there. And so, yep, okay, cool. So I went out there and sat there, and smoked a bowl, and watched people walk down the street. And it's
People
like,
watching, yeah.
I like people watching. Yeah, you know where it's fun to is at the airport, because like the Toronto airport is Canada's biggest, and like Vancouver is also a very big airport. But you literally get people from everywhere. You hear accents that you don't know where the fuck that is, and it's interesting. People they're like, oh, that person over there. They just look. They like the way people dress. It's way different than you'll see me dress. You guys know what I look like. And you're just like, I wonder where they're from. You wonder what people's stories are. Like, it's just.
I always went to Pearson all the time to fly, so it was like when I go land other places, I'm like, this is such a weird little airport, but it's just normal airport. Pearson is like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like Canada's LA, kind of like it's the way to compare it, right? Fucking gigantic. The whole city's huge.
yeah. And because I walked halfway back to the hotel after the concert before I finally got an Uber because they're all so busy right at the end of the concert. And well, I'll just walk for a while before I find one. And it's like the international flavor, like you said, all the different accents and stuff and languages you just didn't, you hear people speaking and you don't know what the hell they're saying, but they're just, everybody's going about their business. And it's like very big city.
Toronto's really cool for restaurants and stuff. If you want to, I'm sure every big city is, but you can get anything almost at any time of the day, any flavor. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we need to spend like some time stopping to smell the roses, so to speak, because everywhere we're traveling is a lot of go, go, go. And I've just been informed I don't know how to stop and smell the roses, apparently. But like it's because we end up, I don't know, like it's at the point where we don't fucking trust random restaurants on road trips anymore because they're all fucking gross. We have bad taste at figuring shit out. So we started this whole road tripping thing especially going to States with, I don't want to eat anywhere I see back home. Fuck that. I will not eat McDonald's in the States and blah, 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 blah. Guess what? I eat McDonald's in the States because I'm fucking scared of the places I don't know. Because I feel like I've been burnt too many times and I don't like playing that game. So it's like,
I tried me some Dunkin' Donuts when I was down there. It wasn't too bad.
I was disappointed. Did you try more than the coffee? Because all I had was coffee.
Coffee and a donut.
It had no flavor, I thought.
Coffee sucks.
See, like, it's like, we were just at the McDonald's, so it was right across the street, the one place in Ohio. And then I was like, I had a sip. I was like, yeah, no, I feel like this is just going to be shitty 2 cups of coffee that just piss me off every time. I don't know why I even do it anymore. And then we're pulling out, like, oh, Dunkin' Donuts. They've got to have a decent cup of coffee. Like, fucking steal it, right, go in there. No, it was even worse than McDonald's. I'm like, holy fuck my life. So that's where I'm at. If we're road tripping, I go to Starbucks now because I don't like Starbucks, but I can get a reasonably strong cup of coffee.
I'm going to say I could have had Timmy's every day all the way even down into Ohio.
Yeah.
I didn't stop at them, but I seen them.
I saw 2 of them down in Ohio.
Yeah, Dunkin's is good coffee, especially if you buy their coffee and go home and make it.
I believe that.
It's inconsistent. You'll have a great cup one day, and the next day you get a cup, and you're like, it's dishwater. What the fuck is this?
Well, I think what it is when they make a full pot, they don't let the whole thing fucking brew before they start serving out of it. So they'll start serving, and the first couple of cups out of that are going to be really fucking good because they're nice and real strong. But then you just kind of have the tailings after that because all the strongest parts are already been taken out, and that is or they're reusing the grounds. Like it's, I don't know. I haven't had a cup of coffee that I'm happy with from a fast food place in probably a few months at this point. So it's like you can go to the they're like the snooty poetry reading type coffee shops and search for decent coffee there, and you usually get a good cup. Or like, but trying to search those out is kind of hard on the road. Where Starbucks is easy as fuck. That's another thing I like about traveling in the States. Fucking as I'm going, every fucking off ramp and whatever I'm looking for. Do I need a Starbucks, McDonald's, fucking Sheets, whatever? I know what's at every off ramp right there. Most of the time, you even got a huge fucking sign way up in the air, so I can see it from about 2 miles off. That it's right there. I don't even got it when I wait till I get to the off ramp to know which side I'm going to. It's right. Yeah, it's there. I got to go left. It's awesome. That's
in the truck stops like Love's and places like that. If you go further south where there's Buc-ee's and stuff like that, dude, you'll end up spending all goddamn day at a truck stop just looking at shit because it's like
they got some random ass shit at some of them truck stops, boy.
Yeah, but if you want electronic gimmicks for your vehicle, holy fuck, that is the place to go looking for it because truck drivers want all the high-tech gimmicks for their cab while they're on the road.
Well, think about it. That's where you spend all the way I put it is this. So I spend more time on the road working with my coworkers than I do at home with my wife and with my daughter, right? Now you equate that to truck drivers sitting in the truck where a lot of them even are owner operators, right? Where you basically you spend, it's even more extreme than what I just mentioned about my situation, right? So yeah, any bit of comfort when vehicles used to come with CD players still. But again, I was like the CD carousel rack at any gas station. Every time I'm looking at that because if $20 will buy me fucking a good few hours of happiness getting down the road, so be it. Because it's just you guys probably have a good idea by now. I do a lot of fucking traveling for work and for leisure. Either one of those is a lot, right? You put them together. Thank God for shit like Spotify. That's another one.
A lot of the truck stops now have the Wi-Fi, so you're sit there and watch. If you've got your Hulu subscription or any shit like that, you can sit there at the truck stop at night when you're getting ready to go to bed for your required sleep time and fucking basically watch TV. And some of these guys got like, the 32-inch. I've seen them as I walk by, 32-inch TV back in the sleeper. It's like, good God.
Like a big grown-up Ford.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, I mean they got everything. They got entertainment systems to go into those things. They get fucking crazy, man.
They'll have microwaves, hot plates, fuck you name it.
I do have to tell you, Caribou, I think that's interesting because I don't think I really thought about that when I went up to Canada to go see G-Bay. If there's not as much like aerial signage in Canada.
The big ones you guys have by the off ramps where it'll be like the McDonald's arches or like a sheet sign or whatever, like the restaurants, we definitely don't have those. Now, typically, like by our off ramps or coming into cities, you'll have like something that it'll tell a sign that'll tell you there is hotels there, but it won't necessarily specify which ones, or there is a restaurant, they won't necessarily tell you which ones, whereas you guys get specific, which especially coming back at night, because we like to try and drive back at least as far as we can after a show, and you're hungry after a show, right? You don't want to fucking sit there and stuff your face at a concert. You're trying to rock out, and even if you did want to stuff your face, can you really afford to do that in this day and age? Like, concert food is ridiculous. We get forced to eating it just as kind of a happenstance because you usually show up there 3 hours after your last meal and you get in there and you're like, yeah, no, I'm just going to be like famished by the time 11 o'clock comes around. Let's do it. Might as well. It makes sense, right? So yeah, being able to go back, and it's because that's a lot of times where we do hit the McDonald's, right? It's like, well, I can get a extremely shitty cup of coffee and an even worse burger, but hey, at least it'll fill me up, and the fries are good. So, but like you were talking about Dunkin' Donuts, if you bring the coffee home, brew it yourself. That's like Tim Hortons and McDonald's. Those are kind of both my preferred brands of coffee in this day and age. I used to drink a lot of Nabob, a certain type of theirs, but it's not what it used to be. They've changed something there. It's not the same, but it's now gross. And we're at the point where coffee's getting to be over fucking $20 a pound up here. And I'm at the point where I'm just going to stop drinking coffee probably within the next year, I can foresee. Unless I can find a reasonably good tasting brand that'll do it for me. That's not ridiculous expensive, because $20 a pound, what is that? Like that's nuts.
That's crazy.
I don't think they'll let me run a chainsaw if I drop acid in the morning, Blue Kiss.
Why is he
Hey,
swinging the chainsaw
did
through the air
you-
like that?
Caribou, do you remember what you sent fucking Galaxy that was supposed to go to him?
No.
No. There you go, Galaxy. No clue. It was a bunch of fucking beans, and now nobody knows except for the people who have them.
Yeah. No, there's something from Jimmy Toucan in there, I believe. And probably some from the Pakistani stuff that I did, but I don't keep lists of anything like that around. Sorry. There's probably some of the genetics, from Colton. Actually, I could one of those, but no,
One of those got sniped too, huh?
I'm not sure what to do about that going forward. Do we keep going and try it again? Because that's actually, now that I think about it, somebody else won beans just before that. I think it was a week before. Was that Rolling Smoke? Was that you? If it was, I think I just saw you in the chat. I can't remember who it was, and I haven't heard from them. So I wonder, because we would like to make sure shit gets through to everybody, right? It's the first time, and shit goes missing. I find about once, maybe twice a year. It seems probably on average. But this is the first time I've ever seen any kind of letter come with it. Although one of our friends from down under the other side of the world there, he did show me he had a package opened up and was searched, but they let the beans go through to him, and then raided his house about 6 to 8 months later.
That would suck.
I did, but he got away with a good one, though. I'm not going to tell the story now. We told it around the time it happened. We'll just let him be in the dark for now. But yeah, it was he got lucky, and it sounded like he had a couple of the cops were actually on his side too, where it was like, but there might have been a jacket get thrown over some jars or something like that kind of thing, if I recall.
Oh, man. I know I got the letter from customs a couple of times when I was ordering seeds from Amsterdam. And
Does it threaten any kind of legal action?
No, they just said that we took what was coming because they're illegal. I'm not supposed to have those, So, and I'm like, yeah, well, if I wasn't on the list before, I am now. Oh, well, fuck them. Send them again. And that was what I did. I sent them an email going, I got a letter saying that customs got them. They're like, that's okay. We'll send you more. And 3 weeks later, I got more beans, so they were cool on taking care of that. Because I took a picture of the letter that I got from customs, and I was like, yeah, I didn't get them.
Man, didn't Royal Queen, wasn't that like part of their fucking thing? Like you had to prove like their customs slip took your shit or they wouldn't reimburse you.
Yeah, there's a couple.
I remember one of them overseas ones. They said, "Man, yeah, if you don't show us a slip, then bullshit, you got seized." And I always thought,
I think that's fair, though, right? Like seeds are pricey now, and they're probably pricier then, and probably, there might have been potential legal repercussions. I don't know, shipping back then. So it's kind of makes sense. We ordered from overseas one time, and I think they came wrapped in like a training bra or something like that had been unpackaged from the cellophane, and then the seeds put in there, rolled back up, and then put back in the cellophane. Very poorly, I might add, but it was like, I just remember feeling it was very weird opening this shit up. Like, and then, there's my seeds. Okay. Let's get this fucking. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Ball
Yeah,
booby,
a couple
bro.
of times mine came in CD cases that are DVD, CD cases that they were in the little clip thing with the foam, and then that was inserted inside the CD case and closed up, and there was nothing. They didn't rattle. Didn't know they were in there. They were hidden by the CD that was
Well, and then I tried to send Anthrax shirt to Buds is Smoking. And the no seeds at all, nothing, fucking just a fucking concert shirt. And that got sent back. Fuckers.
that's weird.
Uh,
You'd think that would be, and that was a Christmas present. Come on, what the fuck? Oh,
I don't know. South Africa, I think, is fucked.
Yeah, it's weird though because I had sent him, and I very much did. I sent him a CD with some music and some seeds in it, and in that very much that same style, and everything made it there. And then I sent him a shirt, just like Caribou, and that fucker got shipped back to me. But that time I sent seeds with the CD and shit, everything went smooth as silk. So
They only let crime in. Fucking really did fucking crazy. Like,
you may only ship crime to our country.
we need to save him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I wonder if actually, I haven't talked to him in a hot minute. I usually actually need to reach out just to talk to him, just to talk to him. But just, yeah. But like, you remember all the issues he was having with the power? They would just shut the power off, and dude's living by a blue LED light and car batteries, is my understanding. And it's like, man, like, we got it lucky, guys. Like, just by geography alone, we got it better.
Yeah, bro. Right at those points, he was getting power for like 6 hours a day, and not even 6 consistent hours. It was like an hour here, 45 minutes there. Fucking yeah, it was all crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's certainly like, man, when you hear people like crying about just like the most trivial of this shit, right? It just makes you think
first
about
world problems, not third world.
Yeah, exactly that. We're all so hard done by in this day and age. Well, I certainly am. I don't know about you guys, but
Here's fucking being in a first world country. I love fancy, complicated, over the top fucking vaporizers.
They do work pretty awesome.
Thick glass bongs instead of them cheap acrylic bubblers.
They work good too. I got some broken in on the table over there. I don't know if I want to dab or not. I think Little Flower Bong is in store.
Well, you go from your
think of Colt now that he's fucking the penis duster.
Then you get your dab rigs, that are a little. It's a bong but different, First time I saw a dab rig, I was like, "What the fuck do they got a bong shaped like that for?" I'm used to these things in like beaker bongs and the acrylic,
Yeah.
the old ceramic pistol grip with the tray.
So everybody that was watching this morning, what do y'all think of Colton fucking rocking the penis duster look now that he's lost his fucking Lions mane? Is that a bit of a shock to the system seeing that?
I don't
I
approve.
have not checked out the show. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Because he come in on Sunday and after the show and hit us with that after we were off air. And it was just like, dude, what the like?
Bro, with the
Tom Selleck or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, like when I was
The
All
slanted look.
glorious fucking mustache, man. That is a glorious mustache. And yeah, I could say I didn't approve. Like, right, yeah, I heard you guys talking about it. I had like stepped away from camera and I came across. I was like, what the fuck?
I feel like if we could get him to like do a mullet with that thing, it would be amazing. And maybe go full handlebars.
Yeah.
And also,
Sorry,
I think I'm going back to the mullet here soon too, because it's the best haircut I ever had. It was so comfy. Now I'm not allowed to have the handlebars. I've already been told that. I can have. I think it was like the handlebars or the mullet, and the mullet was rad. The handlebars were just sweet.
We just need a strip gone from the width of your bottom lip, just all the way down. That's
Right?
it. Move that. That's it. You
Keep
don't have
it.
to hit the bars.
Uh,
Oh, she's there. Shit.
Dude, she's
I'm
threatening
sorry.
you.
The mutton
back.
chops.
Move your
Yeah,
feet.
I don't know. I had to really question fucking Caribou's judgment when he said the mullet was the most comfortable hairdo ever. Yes, bro.
Try it.
Dude, it is. It is because you don't even know it's there until it gets hot out, and then it acts like a fan on the back of your neck. It was like, I'm like, if I could get this like permed out, so it's like my hair is spaced out better, so there's air movement and
Permed
storage
out.
there. It would have been
So
like,
the springiness in the coils would really help with the amplification of pushing the air around
To get the
and
fan
I feel like
cooling the
I feel like my
neck.
head wouldn't. I feel like my head wouldn't get as sweaty because my hair would be all fucking parted out.
Would
instead of all
there'd be like a convection effect, and like the spirals of the perm would actually help fucking ease the heat out of the head. Like, could that be happening?
like
like
heat
heat
sinks on the
sink.
top of a
Yeah.
fucking engine or something like
Yeah,
that.
Sounds
you
something
see it
like-
on the top of LED lights that have all the spikes to draw the heat away.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, that's how the perm works, huh?
Yeah.
Why I should have known. Should have known.
Go with the mohawk.
Done that. Been
Yeah,
there.
I need to grow my mohawk back. I miss my I want to do it again, but I can't. I don't think I can get my wife to fucking cut it for me when I need to get it all trimmed up. She wasn't really down for the last one.
Well,
I
and
finally cut it when I had to start driving like this, when I had it all spiked up because it wouldn't fit between me and the fucking headrest anymore.
and I feel like it's going to take you about 3 years to grow it out. So it should be fucking interesting to see in how long you actually make it before you're like, just like fuck that.
I don't know. Do we got any? You got mohawk left in you, Fluff, or what?
Man, I still got mohawk left in me. Fuck yeah.
Hashtag Fluff needs the mohawk.
I'm waiting for the day where I wake up and fucking something's gonna happen. Go
Now,
gray.
Fluff's just gonna let the back grow and have the skullet.
Dude, I wish I had balding hair up top so I could do that. Fucking rights. Like, giddy up, hold up. Have you ever seen Devin Townsend from Strapping Young Lad back in the Strapping Young Lad days? Like, if I could look like that,
No.
I can't though. I got hair. But like that was like
When you
I
see
like
those
pretty-
kids getting in trouble at the barber, he wants to act grown, he's gonna look grown, and they're shaving the top of his head out.
like I couldn't actually shave the top of my head to look like that though. But if I had natural balding head and I could grow the sides long, oh yeah. Because that motherfucker had dreadlocks, kind of like that's how gnarly it was. It was badass. Go look at Google Devin Townsend Strapping Young Lad. He's got a real bald head now and has for years. So if you see the dude long, that'll be that version of him. That's a fucking. I aspire to be that great. looking.
Like that
Right.
huge perm, fucking
Yes,
big
sir.
old beard. Fuck get it.
1981, I had
Yeah.
a fucking mine all permed out. It was the times.
Only better if he was wearing a set of penny loafers.
God dressed man.
Only thing's better is if he's got all that shit, he's wearing a set of penny loafers with a fucking motorcycle jacket.
I get to go see ZZ Top next week.
Dude, that's a great.
Gonna be a good time.
That was my daughter's first show. Was I'm in Cheap Trick.
Nice.
At least I got to see one good band. She got to
Yeah,
see one good
I-
band.
Yeah, man, that's funny because you've seen him and think the same thing about Cheap Trick. Is it?
No, it is fucking terrible.
Yeah, they were a disappointment. And then I can't. They were opening for someone else recently. I had coming through. That was a band that I wanted to see, but I think sitting through Cheap Trick was even
Not
actually.
worth.
Yeah, like
I think I turned down a show because Cheap Trick was like the second main. I was like, I don't think I want to sit through that again.
and that's the thing. Like I'll sit through a shitty band if I gotta to get to a good one. But it's funny because
Not fluff.
we saw
No.
we saw the Deftones in Vancouver. About what week and a half before that System of a Down show. I was kind of let down by them then. I was not at all fucking looking forward to them for the System of a Down show there. And personally, I would have rather sat outside the stadium bullshitting with Jay for that one. I'm sure he would have rather been in the show to catch the Deftones, but I remember at one point he did come over to me and just kind of, like say they're kind of putting them to sleepish as well. Whereas like I thought they were weak, man.
Fucking weak.
Particularly fucking weak. Well, like that's the kind of shit where my kid would probably start talking shit. During the first show where they're the headlining band, I don't think she's ever talked shit about a headliner before, has she? Openers. She'll talk shit about some openers, which is awesome. That's how fucking
Nice. Hey, do you still have plenty of my fucking seeds up there with you?
I do. Yep.
You do. Good. Hey, can you make up a fucking pack and send it over to fucking Hillbilly?
Yep. Definitely. Okay.
Nice. Get that fucking taken care of. I've been meaning to fucking get him some forever, and I always totally forget you have a bunch up there still.
Yeah, no, I try not to go too nuts on them. And well, fuck, I haven't done a lot of giveaways fucking recently either. But I think part of that is I haven't done any breeding. I just killed my male that I had. Remember that?
Fucking stud you were showing?
Yeah, that one. It's not a good time. We're gonna have our rental inspections and shit coming up here. We've got a lot of big fucking plants as is. I had to emergency buy a carbon filter today because as I get out of the fucking car when I pull into the driveway, oh shit, is that us? Fucking open the door of the house. Oh yeah, I think that's us. So hopefully that'll be here later this week.
What you showed on here, I would assume, it was probably you.
Yeah.
The things look like they could be pretty stinky.
Dude, that's good fucking weed. That's good fucking weed though. Okay, so let's make sure we get that out there so we don't.
Big butternut, weed deadly.
Yeah,
that's how you know your fucking shit's going right. Like, cause my carbon filter, like, it's helping. But if you go outside of my house and walk it, like after Boo Fest, we were coming home and my wife goes, "Oh," she goes, "The house kind of stinks," and I was like, "Yeah, carbon filter's having a little trouble keeping up with the room right now." And
like I think we might fucking open like all the windows down that side of the house upstairs, mornings or something. Air this place out. I think that's an idea.
And then I do my thing with the tent tonight, like I do, when I come in and open it up like that, and it goes from being you can kind of smell it in here to, oh Lord, because
Fucking
it has
house
reached
freak.
that point where it's like, and Delilah will come down the hallway and be like, "Oh, the tent's open."
I used to fucking back when, but it's still like if I just open the door to the room, it's the whole fucking house reeks, and it takes about 20 seconds, and you'll start hearing fucking you got the door open downstairs. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be alarming, but at the same time, I've known for a while that I should have replaced it probably 3-4 months ago. But I was always like, "But it's still working. It's still working," and then all of a sudden, it's not now.
Uh-huh.
Struggle.
Yeah.
I just gave up on mine too. The whole filter, fucking. Talked to my neighbor. I'm like, "You give a shit?" He's like, "Nope." I'm like, okay. In the trash.
Just you don't need a filter if nobody cares. You just need that air movement. You know?
I wish
Yeah.
I do wish it was a little less loud, just for
Your parents' sake.
common courtesy of anyone within 100 feet. But
Got some kind of skunk nested under your back
I
porch.
mean, usually it smells like rotten wine gums or some really wicked weed smell coming out.
Praise the beauty of the fucking smells, man.
I think
Yes, they're not all.
I think we walked up on an old skunk spray spot this sometime earlier this morning. We're standing in the woods, roping a tree, and it was faint, but it smelled like an actual fucking skunk, and I was like, "Huh."
Looking around.
Yeah, like all freaked out, like I don't want to get hosed the fuck down. Actually, the guy I'm with, his wife had just I think I told this story actually recently. She was driving down the road at night, she hit something, and she's an absolute bleeding heart, wonderful woman. And she goes, "Oh no, I hit a cat," and goes back looking for the cat, and it was a fucking skunk that sprayed her fucking car when she went back for it. And Craig was just saying, "Yeah, so Leah's been to the car wash twice, and the car still fucking stinks."
Yeah, be like that for a minute.
Like, "I see, Leah. Now this is what happens when you go and try to help things." This Craig's got that deep fucking booming voice and fucking just newfie rage issues. It's amazing to watch.
Oh man.
Well, guys, I'm looking at the time, and
Yeah, I just noticed.
Right?
Goes
I was
into
looking
OT.
at it, it's that fucking time.
I like it.
I appreciate the invite, guys. Chat, I'm sorry I've had a hard time keeping up with everybody, but thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Good job, Edward. We should do it down. We should do it down.
Dabs ahoy.
We'll wait for that fucking thing to turn red hot, and then I'll hit this frog here.
Okay,
Yeah,
real hot.
you're about there.
Gonna hit
Yeah,
the red
I'm there.
button.
There. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Oh, he's doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Fuck you. I love LL Cool J.
You know what? to
Do what?
I love LL Cool J.
Hey, Patrick, sound clip that. Send it to us.
Yeah, I don't know who grew the RSP 27 purple, but that was some good stuff too. I brought that home from boot camp.
Oh, I've got one, and I think it might have actually been my favorite of the weekend, which I do believe it probably came from fucking Kingfisher, but I don't know what it is yet. I gotta fucking get a hold of fucking Dad, because Dad knows what. Yeah, I gotta do a little fucking stoner research to find out what it was. But I think it's Juice Box because it's very gassy. It's got a very small little bit of a kind of a candyish funk to it, on the front side, little something, but very very fucking gas forward, kind of fuely forward. So I think it's juice box, but
Smelled
know.
kind of like a gassy, juicy fruit.
Yeah, similar to something like that.
I
But-
think I remember that.
Oh, hey, you know what? I didn't load the fucking good night video. Let me get that fucking loaded in here real quick.
I was starting to wonder. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, that's because I didn't fucking put the motherfucker in there. Here, let's
My
Is it
computer is
Stone
still
Snow or
frozen.
what?
Oh, there we go. Let's put that up there.
Well, I got great news. The Blue Jays won, so this is an amazing thing here, folks.
Congratulations.
Now we just got to see and hope like how the Yankees lost, and also the Bo Sox, because F those teams.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Go
Wow.
Jays, go.
Take me down to the graveyard. Show me a resting place. Take this worry away from me. My final bed to lay. I need a
was like getting ready to work the controls on my phone and shit like that, getting down, and like I realized I didn't have to be that guy. It was pretty sweet.
Fucked up too.
Cheers, folks. Thank you again for your hospitality and the invite.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
G-Babe.